What's up, YouTube? I'm back with another video. If you guys are new here, my name is Desire. Today I'm going to be sharing my college experience advice, whatever you call it, whatever you want to call it. So a little background on me is I'm a senior in I was about to say in high school. I'm a senior in college and I'm in my final semester, hopefully. My GPA is like a 3.5, 3.6, around there. So starting college, I was very iffy about my major. Everybody just goes into college thinking like, okay, I have to know my major. I have to know what I'm doing with my life. And I'm here to tell you that's a lie. That's a lie. If somebody's telling you you need to know your major right now, I promise you, you don't. If I could go back to my freshman year, I would personally go in undecided and just use my elective requirements as a chance to just like explore different majors. I've never changed my major, and I know that sounds pretty shocking, I know. By the time I realized that I kind of probably wanted to change it, I've already done so much in that field and I've already completed so many requirements that I was like, okay, like why would I do that? What's the point of doing that? So I ended up sticking with my major. I can't say I regret it because I still enjoyed what I learned, and I'm leaving college with a lot, with a lot of more knowledge. My major is media arts, so it's more of like filmmaking, directing, producing, audio engineering, the studies of films basically. So when I went to college, I was like, okay, like I want to be a YouTuber. What's the closest major to being a YouTuber? Boom, media arts. So I did it, and now I'm here. And it took me forever to start my YouTube channel. So my advice to you if you're starting out college is to go in undecided if you truly don't feel 100% about the major you want, only because it'll save you a lot of money and a lot of time in the long run. Like if you tell someone, oh, I'm majoring in biology, and you're like, oh, but I don't really want to major in biology, and they're like, okay, just change it. Like that, especially if you've put in time into classes and you've studied that major, it's so hard to like get the courage to actually change your major. So if you are going into college, I would definitely recommend going in undecided, because after you do 2 years of your general education requirements, you're able to select a major, and at that point you might have an idea of what you want to study for sure, or at least it gives you time to like complete general education requirements in case you're like, okay, like maybe I don't want to continue college, and then you just go back when you're ready. Another piece of advice I have for you all is to not skip class. Once you skip class, it becomes a routine. Like when I tell you guys, I was the perfect student for my first year of college, and I didn't skip class because I was just like, I was fresh out of high school, so it's like, what do you mean skip class? Like I don't want to get in trouble by my professor for skipping class. They don't care, so it's easy to skip a class, realize that they don't care, and then continue to skip classes. Like if you're just having a lazy day and you're just like, I don't want to go, force yourself to go, because I promise you, you're gonna feel way better about yourself if you just get up and go to class. I would personally just say, just be mindful when you decide to skip class, because in the end it does add up and it does affect your grade. Another piece of advice that I have for you guys is stay organized. It's very cliche. I'm gonna tell you guys right now, I bought a planner for each semester throughout. I stopped buying planners last semester, so 4 years I spent buying planners every single year, and I believe I only finished one planner. Yes, like I gave up on that planner organization BS a long time ago. But here's why. You tend to get so wrapped up in assignments and coursework, and you forget that you even have the planner. So before you know it, a week goes by, you haven't written in your planner, and you're just like, well, F that planner. Like, well, like you kind of forget about it. So what I personally do is I put my assignments or my important exams in my reminders app. I feel like the reminders app is I feel like you should be using that to your advantage, especially if you have an iPhone. You can put the time and the date and like what it is going to remind you about. I promise you guys, it's way more useful than a planner, but this is just my opinion, and everyone works differently. Some people may say, yeah, get a planner, it will work for you. Everyone's different, but my piece of advice would definitely be to take advantage of the reminders app on your phone, because you're most likely going to be more on your phone or your laptop than in a notebook. Next, I cannot stress this enough, you guys need to network. If you're thinking about going to college, you need to absolutely network. If you don't know what networking is, it's when you are communicating with the people around you. So let's say you have a class with someone, that you don't know, introduce yourself. You never know what major they have. You never know what job they're working at. You never know what they have going on in their life that maybe might positively affect you, or even just professors. There's been plenty of times that I've went to class and I've had a professor that knew my major was media arts, and they're like, oh, are you looking for internships? Like, my son is the director of Marvel. I was just like, but looking back, I definitely wished I networked more and communicated more with my professors, because I feel like that would have got me into a better position in the long run. So definitely go into college being friendly and ready to talk to everybody that's sitting next to you and ready to engage with your professors, because they're there to help you. Another thing I want to tell you guys is to prioritize your sleep. Sleep is so important. People say it like you should sleep. Sleep is good for you. Like, sleep this, sleep that. But I'm telling you guys, if you pull an all-nighter, or if you get 2 hours, 3 hours of sleep, you're gonna wake up late for your class, or you're gonna get to class and you're gonna waste your time because you're not gonna be able to comprehend what they're teaching you. Especially when you're a full-time student in college, you're getting assignments every day. You're having another assignment due every single week, every other day at 11:59 p.m. And you end up procrastinating. You're like, okay, let me do it at 11 o'clock at night. And then it turns out that that assignment took you like 4 hours to do. Most of the time, if you're struggling in college, you're most likely doing it to yourself. I'm probably gonna get canceled for saying that, but it's the truth. If you, no matter what major you have, whether you're going for your doctorates, whatever you're going for, if you're struggling, it's most likely because of you. Very unlikely for the professor to not be explaining it well, because there's always an opportunity to ask them for help, or get a tutor, or to ask someone for help. So if you're struggling, most likely you're doing it to yourself. I would definitely recommend prioritizing your sleep and prioritizing your procrastination when you choose to procrastinate. Another thing I realized being in college is you get a lot of student discounts. And I kind of realized this late in my college journey, but there is a website called Student Beans, I believe. It's like Student Beans. If you search up college discount, there's going to be like a website, the top website, and that's going to be the one that you want to apply for, because all you need to do is get verified. You put your school email, you put the year you graduate, and sends you a verification code to your school email. You approve that. Once you approve that, boom, you have a discount to whatever stores they have listed on that website. I definitely ordered some things with that student discount, so if you guys didn't know about that, now you know. I can't stress enough to you how important it is to not compare yourself to other people. I have compared myself to every single person I've ever interacted with about school. If they were majoring in psychology, I would to myself like, why didn't I major in psychology? Like, why did I choose media arts? Like, and it makes you question, like, maybe I should have done that. Don't do that to yourself. Don't do that to yourself. You chose your path for a reason, and they chose their path for a reason. Don't compare yourself to other people, because everyone's path is different. What may be successful for someone now, your success will come later. If it's not now, it'll come later. It'll come eventually, as long as you keep working towards that goal. Just try not to compare yourself to others, because it could be very depressing. Everyone's different, and everyone has their own life, and things are gonna work out for you. You just have to stay positive and put the work in. Another thing is, when you get into a class for the first time, I believe some colleges use like Blackboard, or they use Canvas or something like that. My university uses Blackboard, so we're able to chat with our classmates in our own personal chat. Most of the time when I get into a class, there's always that one person that's like, hey, do you guys want to make a group chat for this and that, da 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 da. And if you don't have anyone in your class that does that, I recommend you be that person. It's always good to create a group chat with all of your classmates, because at the end of the day, you guys are all there for the same goal, which is to get a degree and to pass the class. Now, when it comes to assignments, don't use AI, plagiarize, or copy and paste. Use it as a tool to help you. If you can't understand an assignment, put that assignment in the generator and ask it to simplify it into easier terms. I know a lot of people who do that, and that is a perfect way to use AI as a tool. But definitely don't use AI as a replacement, because that'll get you caught up. So that's all the advice I have for you guys. I wish you guys the best of luck, whether you're in high school or you're about to enter college, or you're already in college and you just were looking for some advice. If you guys have any questions, comment down below. I can answer to all of them. College is a learning experience, so you're gonna learn along the way. Stay tuned for more videos. Give it a like, comment, subscribe. You don't do all that. Follow me on Instagram. Bye, guys.